welcome to Be Inspired. You are in the best part of YouTube learning channel. And in today's video, we are just learning about Python. Of course, in the previous classes also we learned something about Python. When we are running code, how to solve the type error, how to resolve the syntax errors, and how to resolve indentation errors. So if any errors will come, how to resolve it, that we learn. And not only that, how to filter data for a specified value also we just learned in the previous classes. So how to filter a column for a specific values, that's what we learned in the previous classes, right? So there are we define steps, and based on that, according to that, we just completed all that. And in the previous classes we just learned about while loops, and in this class also we are just going to learn about something about while loop, which is little bit more interesting and which is little bit you are going to learn in this. And the major difference by using while loop, if you are using while loop, just simple by using data types also we are going to now we are going to learn how to evaluate complex data types with the help of while loop. Okay friends, now before getting starting into the video, please share, like, subscribe my channel. If you are new, if you are the first time you are visiting my channel, just subscribe my channel and hit the notification bell icon. If you hit the bell icon, you never miss my updates. And without getting late, we'll start the video. So now for that I have to open my Jupyter notebook. Of course I already opened it and it is ready for use. And I created one new Jupyter notebook and I given the name of the notebook as Evaluating Complex Data Types with While Loop. So the while loop tells now the while loop still now we have implemented so far or not included any of the complex data types available in Python. Okay, for example, we have not used while loops in order to access or iterate over the elements in a list. In today's class we will learn how to iterate over the list. For that purpose, I created a new Jupyter notebook with the name While Loop with Complex Data Types, Evaluating While Loop with Complex Data Types. Now let us begin by defining a complex data type to work with. I am creating integers list, assigning a variable num underscore list. So num underscore list is going to be given here. Now what is our main aim here is I want to iterate that this can be done easily by using for loop. Now with while loop the same thing can be done with some more steps. In for loop we can iterate the elements directly. However, with the while loop you will set up a variable called count, which will effectively serve as an index to our list. So we initialize the value of count to 0, and at each iteration the value of count is going to be incremented by 1. While loop will print the value. We print out the value which is at the index count of num underscore list. We done the procedure and we have to increment the value of count. By that the next element in the list will be accessible. Now ensure that we stay within the bound of the list. We specify the condition of while loop such that the value of count is always less than the length of num underscore list. So we go ahead and run the cell, and each of the elements in the num underscore list are printed out to the console. So now we will press Ctrl Enter. So all my numbers, all the elements which are there in the num list variable are printed out here. So what I am doing here, this actually in this while loop, with the help of while loop I just use one more variable called count, and num underscore list is going to be the numbers you are giving, and count is equal to 0. What it is showing, it is going to act like an index to our list. Okay, now we will move on to one more example. In order to iterate over the elements of the list or any Python code sequence using while loop, we will have to make our own index into that sequence. Such iterations are easier to manage in for loops, which is why that is preferred looping structure. In order to iterate over a sequence, it is still useful to know how to perform such iterations in while loop. However, which is why we move ahead a similar example. Now we'll move on to a similar example. In fact, a simpler one, in that we have implemented where we remove the print statement and just increment the value of the count at each iteration for the number of increments will be equal to the length of num underscore list, and at the end we'll have the total of the length of the list, means how many numbers are given in the list, that also should be given now. which is stored in the count variable, as well as when we run this, the value of count at the end of the while loop is equal to, so how many parameters I will be giving, that according to that it is going to show. Now we are going to find out what is the total length also, along with that a small changes based on the when compared to the previous one. Now we will see count is equal to 0 while count less than length of num_list in the while loop itself. Count is equal to count plus 1, and now we will come out of the while loop and we will print the print statement. There are dash elements there are elements in the list, and now percentile count. Now we'll try to run this. What will happen, we'll see. So there are 5 elements in the list. So this count is going to say that total how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is the reason it is just printed that there are 5 elements in the list. Okay. Now we'll move on to the further examples, and what is importance of this also we will try to learn. Okay. Okay students, we'll see now. This is important when we are using while loops. While iterating over any list or Python sequence, it is up to us to ensure that we don't exceed the bound of that sequence, which is why manually count variable which does not exceed the length of the sequence. Because of this main reason only, we are just giving that count is less than length of the num_list. Here our variable is num_list. Whatever the variable you can use, for that variable you should assign it. Otherwise what will happen, it is going to exceed the bound, and the while loop is going to iterate continuously. Of course you all know that the while loop will iterate when it will iterate continuously till the condition is going to be false. So if we are not going to give that condition, what will happen, it is going to be true and continuously it will be executing. It will never come out of the while loop. So that is the reason we should give the count variable which is less than length of the num_list, and here it is our variable. We will continue using num_list in our while loop, but now we will perform another operation. Okay, now we are going to do one more thing. Okay students, so till now what we learned in this class is we just created one variable, and till now we didn't print any list or sequence of elements by using while loop, right? With the help of some data types we just done it. Now what we done in this class, we just want to execute list or sequence a Python is having, right? So for that what we should do, we just need actually this should be done with for loop. That is the reason for loop is very friendly looping structure, and that is the reason why everyone wants to use for loop, is because of this reason only. So what is happening here, in this we are going to use extra 2 variables, and one variable is we are going to assign whatever the list you want to get, and here we are doing little bit manually. So that is the reason one is our num_list. Of course you given the list of numbers here, and then okay, if I increment this, what will happen, that we'll see. And here we are giving one more variable called count. And what is this count, why you are using count here? Very simple, we are using it, this one is acts like an index of our list. So after completion of the iteration, it is going to increment it by 1, and here my condition is when onwards you should start counting till my num_list length of my num_list should be less than the count. So if my count is completed 60, what will happen, it will iterate, it will come out of the while loop condition is going to become false, and the termination will stop. That is the reason you are going to get printed all these things. And in this case what we done, we just remove the print statement here, and we just written the print statement out of the while loop, and we are asking that how many elements are there. So I just want to find out how many elements are there. I just used here the print statement in the last. I hope you all understand this race class, and in tomorrow's class we are just going to learn that in little bit more, and we'll just want to sum up the elements also. In our tomorrow's class we are just going to add the elements by using while loop. Okay friends, thank you.